Dragon Ball has some of the strongest characters in fiction. Now truthfully, the last thing these characters need are more powers. I know that the Lantern Corps are from DC, but in this video, I will be giving my opinion on which Lantern Corps each member of Universe 7 team should be in. For those of you who don't know what the Lantern Corps are, let me explain. The Lantern Corps are a group of people who wear power rings that give them superpowers, such as energy, projection, flight, and various powers throughout each corps. Each ring is powered by a different emotion. Green is will, red is rage, yellow is fear, indigo is compassion, violet is love, and orange is avarice. All of those make up the emotional spectrum. There are two or more cores that aren't technically part of the emotional spectrum. These are the black core of death and the white core of life. Before we begin, I will exclude the white, black, and red cores, mainly because you can fit any of these characters into the white and black cores. You also can arguably fit all the Saiyans into the red Lantern Corps Rage. Now let's get started. Which ring fits these fighters? Son Goku is a child sent from a doomed planet to Earth, where he grows up to become a great martial artist and one of the strongest people in the universe that can make friends out of enemies. Because of this, I do believe that there are two real options for him. That's the Green Lantern Ring of Will and the Blue Lantern Ring of Hope. To keep improving to the level of a god takes a lot of willpower. As for the Blue Lantern Ring, while Goku is not actively a symbol of hope, Goku is arguably a symbol of hope to his friends. But if I had to choose one, I'd say the willpower. As after all of Goku's entire character is about getting stronger no matter how hard it is. Vegeta is the prince of all the remaining Saiyans. He was taken in by Frieza after he blew up planet Vegeta. For the next few years, Vegeta would remain evil until he settled down and had a family. Because of this, I do believe there are only really three options for him. The four being Yellow Lantern of Fear, the Violet Lantern of Love, and of course, the Green Lantern of Will. For the time that he worked with Frieza, the best options are Fear and Rage, because he really just worked off fear, and he was always really, not always mad, but always had that sense of arrogance to him, which kind of gave him a lot of his anger. But after he visited Earth and headed off to Namek, then came back to Earth, he had a child. And then after that, it was kind of clear his priorities kind of started shifting. Vegeta would be able to stop his life of being a monster for his family so they can live. This is why the second real choice is the Star Sapphires of Love. Vegeta is a Saiyan like Goku. That means that he kept on improving as long as there was someone to surpass. Therefore, the Green Lantern Ring of Rage will work best for Vegeta and make him so much stronger. Son Gohan is the first child of Son Goku, named after his adopted caretaker. As a child, Gohan was forced into combat at a very young age. The older he got, the more confident he became. For Gohan, I see two options. They are the Blue Lanterns and the Star Sapphires. As a child, Gohan was never really a fighter, as he would rather study than fight. And after numerous rage boosts as a child, his father noticed this, and by the time the Cell games happened, he was Earth's last hope. This also helps when he grew up. He became a short-time superhero called the Great Saiyan Man. This is why the Blue Lantern would suit him. But as for the Star Sapphire core, he would be a great ideal because he loves his family. But the ring is a parasitic ring that causes the wearer to go mad with love. And because of this, I do think he would not be best suited for this core. Plus, if Gohan were to have the Blue Lantern ring, he would be able to boost the powers of the Green Lanterns, making him so much more useful in the tournament of Power Arc, because he'd be around Goku and Vegeta. Frieza is a space tyrant that was born with an abnormal power level. He rules over the universe with an iron fist. Now for Frieza, he has two different, very obvious options: the Yellow Lanterns and the Orange Lanterns of Greed. Frieza is the most feared thing throughout the universe, and he brings down races, making them bend to his will. That's why logically, the Yellow Lanterns make the most sense. The Orange Lanterns would make the best cinematics, as the Orange Lanterns can make armies out of people they've killed. That's the best way to bring back Bardock and King Vegeta and any other Saiyans. Yeah, imagine that. An Orange Lantern Bardock, an Orange Lantern King Vegeta. Come to think of it, you can also make an Orange Lantern Krillin, just because he's part of it. He was killed by Frieza. Androids 17 and 18 are teenagers who were kidnapped by Dr. Gero, who turned them into cyborgs. When they're left alone, they cause havoc, and therefore the Yellow Lanterns would be perfect for them. But once they find love and become more docile, 18 becomes more of a housewife, while 17 becomes a father and a park ranger. 18 would also be legible for the Orange Lantern of Greed, as some of her motives are based on getting more money. But both androids show greater love for their families, which is kind of the whole reason 17 joined the Tournament of Power, so he can protect his family and the universe. So yeah, I mean, 18, she loves her family. She loves Marion and Krillin. Piccolo, a Namekian warrior and the final child and reincarnation of King Piccolo, as a previous enemy of Goku who he wanted to kill, now fight alongside him and everybody else. For Piccolo, I do believe that the only real option here would be the Green Lantern of Will, as Piccolo is a fighter that does not give up and continues to fight even though he's not as strong as everybody else. I mean, you can make arguments for compassion, as he cares for Gohan, but really, there's no really any other. Krillin, the strongest human in Universe 7, and Goku's best friend. Krillin has two options: the Green Lantern of Will and the Star Sapphires. Krillin is also someone who would keep fighting most of the time, even if he was weaker, but because of this, he eventually gave up fighting and became a police officer. But unlike 18, who really doesn't have any other choice than the Star Sapphires, I think Krillin would probably go to the willpower. That's me being generous, because Krillin did give up fighting, so it's not really the best option for him, but it's better than him taking a parasitic ring, like 18, I guess. Because 18 also only has two parasitic rings she can choose from. Ten Shinhan is a heavily devoted martial artist and one of the strongest Earthlings within the Dragon Ball universe. while he doesn't really show much emotion, I do think that because he is a martial artist and his goal has been to surpass Goku ever since they fought, I do think that his Lantern Corps would become the Green Lanterns. Master Roshi, one of, if not the oldest member on the team, even though Roshi is someone who likes to show off his pervy side most of the time, Roshi shows a lot of compassion towards his his students. Therefore, I do think that Roshi would be great for the Indigo Lanterns of Compassion. Roshi cares deeply for his students, to the point where he entered the World Martial Arts Tournament in the disguise of a martial artist named Jackie Chun, to ensure that they would not lose the tournament. They would not win the tournament, actually, as they felt they might lose the interest in martial arts if they won too easily, due to the great strengths they obtained through his training. Also, during the tournament, he showed compassion towards Nam by explaining that he doesn't need the prize money to buy water after he's defeated by Goku, and gives him a capsule to store water. Now, you may have noticed that I left out Majin Buu because he wasn't part of the team, but he was gonna be on it, which I really hoped he was, but it didn't turn out that way. And the reason I didn't put him on here was because Buu's personality is so... You can't really choose one that's available for the emotional spectrum to put him on, because he has his real options like Frieza, where you can put him in fear or greed, but he doesn't really make anyone fear him, but he is kind of greedy, so I guess you can really put him there. But thank you for watching my first video. Tell me how I did, if I should do better, how I should do better in the comment section down below. Also, if you have any topics you think I can talk to you about, leave it in the comment section below. Remember to leave a like and subscribe whether you like this. There's more videos to come, more Dragon Ball videos, more comic videos on this channel. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.